Hello, this is Fear Dragon, and welcome to Breaking Out, the show about North American StarCraft 2 players. Here on this show, we take a look at an up-and-coming North American talent. Each week, we check out a new player to get a feel for their personality and their playstyle. On Thursday, we interview the player to find out more about who they are and why you should care about them. On Friday, we watch 3 of their games as we cover their playstyle in each of the 3 matchups. Saturday, we take a look at an awesome game they played and relax with a little bit of fun as we recap the week and get an analysis of the games. Breaking Out will cover 8 players before it culminates into the Breakout Invitational. With a minimum prize pool of $1,000, we find out who is the most likely player to break out of the North American scene. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Hello everyone. Welcome to Breaking Out, the show about North American StarCraft 2 players that you need to know about. Today on the show, we're going to be doing the awesome day with, of course, Prometheus Gaming's NaYa. How are you doing today, man?
Good. How about you?
Not too bad, and we're actually going to be going straight into the analysis segment after we've witnessed the awesome game of the week. And we're going to be starting off with the Protoss versus Zerg, and this is actually a game on Habitation Station versus Team Gravity's Kraos, who's actually another member of Breaking Out, another one of the players. So really going to be an interesting potential view into the future of, I don't know, if you end up in the same group as Kraos for the Invitational. Should be interesting.
Yeah. I'll be quite happy with that.
Alright, well then let's go ahead and jump into the game, and you can go ahead and hit play and everything. And what were your thoughts about this game?
Well, he doesn't play Terrence, so I knew I had a chance to win.
Alright.
That wasn't a joke, though. That was serious.
Oh, God. Alright, well, go ahead and hit the play button, and you can tell us, like, how exactly do you go about your Protoss versus Zergs and whatnot?
So Protoss versus Zerg, I can play any style. Macro, all in, Sky Toss, Colossus, Phoenix, like normal. Usually it depends on the map. So for example, this map, if you want to all in, you want to take the base right here. Because you can do a very strong 2 base timing, because you don't have to make as many probes, and you can get like 9 or 10 gateways, and then the push comes earlier, so it's really strong. But if not, this is an okay macro map. The only problem I think with this map and macro is if Zerg takes this gold, for example, and you take your gold as a third, mutas are really powerful because it's very close. Like
yeah. So, is Mutalist the only thing that you're really concerned about in taking that gold expansion? Are you concerned about any kind of, like, crazy roach or, like, speedling all-ins if the Zerg player just, like, doesn't run up their 3rd expansion or something?
No, I'm really fine against those, but the other thing is, if you see this map, like, there's chokes pretty much, like, everywhere, like, here.
Yeah.
So, basically, it's really good for swarm hosts, this map, because very easy to split the map in half, and then just like run the game dry for like 30 minutes. And then I believe, at least in my opinion, if Zerg plays right with all the static T they get and stuff, Protoss shouldn't win in a Mino versus Mino, because Protoss will have a really big money bank at the end, but they won't have any gas, just because of how gas intensive Protoss is. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I mean, there's nothing else really. Sometimes I like to open up Forge on this map, because lots of Protoss will take this gold, so some Zergs actually go 15 hatch here. It's really easy to cannon. Yeah, just depends how I feel like playing, I guess.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Now, I mean, if you even want to, like, bring it in ×2 speed or ×4 speed, if you think that it's kind of a pretty straightforward point in the game, you can do that. But, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so here I open up Gateway Expand. And to be honest, this game, I'm not very good at 4-gate pressure off 1 gas, so I was just trying it, and then I kind of just felt out how to play. Because I saw Rain, he took the golds as a 3rd, and he went Sky Toss with it. So that's what I just try to do. Just try to imitate it.
Yeah, cool.
So right here, I only make 2 gates in the main, or the natural, because if his Lings or his OV scouts it, he's gonna be like, oh, okay, he only has 3 gateways. unless he actually scouts all the way back here for my 4th gateway. So he doesn't necessarily know it's a pressure, meaning he might react improperly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Are you concerned about like this overload that's kind of back by your main base? Are you trying to get out any air units or stalkers or anything to deal with that?
No, because it's a 4 gateway pressure, so you don't have much gas. But he did something very smart here. He kept checking my gas, because usually if they're on 1 gas this much. Yeah. And this is basically like I want him to make units, and you kind of need to go roaches against this, so it forces him to use some of his gas.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, you actually do a kind of nice job of microing back over here. You managed to keep the Mothership Core alive barely, and focus fire down the 3rd expansion. Like, do you just feel like you're way ahead at this point?
No. But the thing is, he didn't have enough army to kill my lings, so if I just go to attack his queens, he's just gonna kite back with them, so there's absolutely no point to it. Yeah. And here I knew he did have enough units, so I just went to snipe his hatch. And then here I thought he'd go kill the pylon, which he does, so I just went back in to get a cancel.
Okay, and you're not really concerned about losing these Zealots then, and like being big, like some sort of big counter pressure coming in?
The reason why I'm not is actually because I have 2 Void Rays coming in right now.
Oh, yeah.
So there's anything that his ground can do, and I don't think he'd have a Hydra Den up right now, because he tried to take a fast 3rd.
I see.
So, yeah, I knew I was pretty safe.
Okay, cool. So, how are you feeling at this point in the game? Like, pretty far ahead then, or like still relatively close?
I'd say relatively close. The only reason I even have a slight lead in this game is because he didn't cancel his hatch the first time I killed it. Like, he didn't cancel it, so that put me a bit ahead. But it's really hard to get a fast 3rd against 4 gate pressure, so it's pretty expected.
Yeah, for sure. Now, you're starting to move out to the center of the map with this kind of army. Are you just trying to force out units, or are you just clearing up the Zone Watchtower, or what?
Well, what I was gonna do here, but it's kind of risky, so I sent in a hallucination first, which you can see, to see like where his armies and stuff. I was just gonna try to cancel his 4th, but he actually took it a bit late. Something like Deer and SOS like to do. They'll just go with like their Void Rays and Mothership Core, cancel a 4th, and then just recall. He didn't have his 4th up, but I did kill the drone, so it did delay it for a good 30 or so seconds. So.
Yeah, now, how do you actually feel about this 4th expansion going up while you have a gold expansion going up? Or done, I should say.
Well, this is something people are misled about Protoss. The gold doesn't matter that much unless you're doing a timing, because Protoss is very gas intensive against Zerg. So it's actually, you don't need it that much. Actually, the reason I get it a lot of the time is it's actually easier to defend than this one. This one has lots of wide open space around it, where Zerg can get like a 3-way attack. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So is that mainly the reason why you grabbed the gold expansion then? It's just because you feel like it's a little bit easier to defend with the army that you had?
Yeah, and I mean, you do get like a bit more money, so it's, yeah, there's no harm.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, and I guess another thing is, in the late game against Swarm Host, the base, if you take it last, it's a bit harder to defend against Swarm Host, just because the gold is closer to the Zerg, meaning the creep spread is probably already close. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And I also noticed that you started getting your air weapons actually relatively early in this game. Was it sort of your plan, like, for a really long time to go for the air army, or?
Sorry, you can finish it.
Oh no, I was. It's pretty much my question. Like, were you intending to go for the air army from very early on in the game?
Yeah. So if Protoss goes 2 Stargate on 2 bases, it means they're gonna go Sky Toss.
Yeah.
And you want air upgrades just in general, because later they're probably like a good Zerg will go Swarm Host against Sky Toss because you need Colossi. So you're kind of a bit at a disadvantage because you went Sky Toss. So because of that, later on you're gonna have Tempest and stuff, which you need upgrades for against Swarm Hosts. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So there's also been this War Prison harassment that's been going on in the main base. So are you just trying to take advantage of the fact that your opponent has been going for Swarm Host, which is like a more immobile force?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And because he goes Swarm Hosts, he kind of like, it's very hard to split up your army when you have Swarm Hosts to defend drops, and also you see like here he tried, and some of his Swarm Hosts actually got caught out because of that. Yeah, so that's why you can't really do it. That's why I kind of feel when you play Swarm Hosts, you should always like have a big money bank before you actually move out with them, because that way you can spine up your bases. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you have like a really, really scary army at this point in the game. Is there anything that you are afraid of right now?
I don't know what his bank is exactly. So I guess Mutalisk switches, but in general, I'm very good against Mutalisk, so I think it could have been okay. It was just like clearing a creep is another big issue. He's, Krios actually has some of the best creep spread I've ever used. So, yeah.
His creep spread's a little bit ridiculous.
Right here, that was really big, like 5 full energy queens that he lost and some festers. Yeah, the game was pretty much over from right there.
Yeah, cool. So did you have any other kind of thoughts about the game?
Honestly, this game wasn't like really close, but I think Krios is a lot better. Like, he usually plays much better. Yeah. I just think he's a better player. That's all I have to say.
Alright, awesome. Well, with that being said, that's going to put an end to the Protoss versus Zerg segment. We're going to be moving into the Protoss versus Terran segment. So we'll see you guys in just a couple seconds. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to be jumping into the Protoss versus Terran with Prometheus Gaming's NaYa. NaYa, go ahead and take it away, man. You already have a really awesome game once again on the Habitation Station, but it's against a pretty well-known player if you want to go ahead and reveal who that is.
Yeah, it's for young. So, usually, I think, like, total, I think I'm like 1 to 10 against him. Yeah.
I don't blame you, man. He's a pretty freaking good Korean player.
Yeah, he was actually telling me he's top 30 GM1 Korea.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, so, NaYa, what is your thoughts on, like, PvT right now? Like, what's going on in this?
Alright, so PvT before the patch, Protoss is a little bit favored because of the Mothership core, because the vision was so high. But now, yeah, it's Terran favored for sure, because what happens is basically you can't go Templar anymore, because a good player can just go Widow Mines, so you have to go Colossi. And the thing that really sucks about that is that Terran, if they do like a fast third base or like stuff like that, you can't punish it with Colossus. And the other thing about it is that SCV pulls are insanely strong against Colossus openers. Like, I play with Neeb sometimes.
Yeah.
And every single game, I know it's coming, and he friggin' SCV pulls me, and he kills me every single game. Because, seriously, the thing is, the only way to hold, like, if you make one mistake against, like, Neeb, for example, then you can't hold his SCV pull. Like, you actually need to play almost perfectly. It's, like, really hard. But with Templars, they couldn't really do that. Even if they did, like, the Ghost version with 3 Ghosts, if you have good Templar splits, you can still kill it.
Yeah, so what's with this early gateway pressure that you're doing over here?
So, this map, 2 things. Firstly, well, maybe just one, but this map is very close by ground, so it's good. And on top of that, this map, you can't really go for much, so Terran feels too safe. Because it's like, oh, they can't blank or like anything like that. So the 2 best, or 3 best options, I'd say, is Oracle Opener, or getting the gold, or doing what I did. Because many Terrans will like do stuff like CC first on this map, because if if you look at this map, like, so you see the ledges right here? You can leave like a stalker on one side and then a mothership core on the other, and the Reaper can't scout. So it's not a very good Reaper map. So not many Terrans will open that. They'll always open, usually, I say Widow Mine drop the most, probably. But some open CC first.
Yeah, makes sense. And you try and punish by that by going for like this one gateway aggression and immediately going to a Stargate before you even throw down your expansion.
Yeah, so basically, Ryung is very good. So I was a bit behind after that opener. So I tried to Oracle harass, because maybe if he wasn't paying attention, of course he's not an NA Terran, so it didn't happen. I could have killed some. Yeah. If it was EJK, I would have killed 15 workers by now.
Oh man, the BM. That's fair. So yeah, then you followed up into like pretty normal like Colossus play, getting your upgrades and everything. It looks like.
Yeah. So when you go Stargate, it's better to open up Templars, but Templars are really bad in the metagame right now, so I had to go to Colossi. And yeah, this Oracle is really annoying because it never dies.
Yeah, you actually have some pretty awesome Oracle control. Like, he's just slowly been going in, getting like one kill and backing out repeatedly.
Yeah.
Are you also using it to like scout for anything in particular?
Mainly just if his third's up.
Okay, cool. Now, Ryung ends up going for this kind of drop play of, are you not really expecting this to be coming out at this time?
So the problem here, like, until, like, if you look at my vision, I still can't see this drop, and it's the only that I can't see, so it did some damage because of that. But with a Colossi out, if you micro the Colossus, it shouldn't be a problem. But since I didn't see it, it was.
Yeah, that definitely makes a lot of sense. You also end up having like those kind of units try and poke in at the front, but you actually managed to deal with that one. Okay, after losing that robotic facility, I mean, when you're put in those kind of awkward positions where your Colossus count's delayed, you obviously don't have Templar tech on the way or anything. Are you kind of concerned about any kind of big push-outs from a Templar?
It's not a push-out, it's more like it just puts me behind a lot. It'll delay my other tech, just Templars, of course. Getting that double drop really saved me, because since I only have one Colossi, he could have done a lot of damage if I didn't kill this problem.
Gotcha. And I mean, Ryung is also doing a great job with kind of multi-prong aggression.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why you grabbed this third expansion in particular versus say like the gold expansion?
Yeah, so the reason why is just because if you grab this expansion, so let's say they're like dropping here, for example, right?
Yeah.
And their army's like coming in from here, so it's just like, okay, you have like enough units here, so I'm just gonna boost into your main, and then you have to warp in like, that's like almost 20, 15-ish units that are out of the fight because of one medevac. Yeah, so it's basically just harder to hold drops.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and also they can set up like minefields here, and they can put one dropship here. Yeah, it's not fun. You should see Zealots versus mines.
I hear they're pretty good. I mean, they do how much extra damage now versus shields? I think it's 40. Yeah.
Yeah, made me want to quit this game for a long time after seeing Widow Mines.
Oh man, they're pretty painful. All right, but I mean, we do end up seeing Ryung kind of mixing a couple of Widow Mines into this army. Is there any kind of decisions that you've started making to deal with those kind of mine choices from a Terran player?
Yeah, it's pretty much you have to open Colossi, and other than that, you can't do anything about them in the late game. Like,
oh man, could you actually pause the game for a second? I think that my screen is just like completely frozen.
Again? Oh god.
Yeah, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna get this resolved. Hey guys, sorry about that. We're back, but we're going back into the game versus Ryung. So, NaYa, you were just actually saying something.
What was I saying?
Something about...
Widow Mines are OP, and they make me want to quit this game, yeah. Other than that, something that was really big was when he sniped my Robo, I only have like 1 or 2 ops, so I can't see everything. Like, I usually make 4 or so. but I couldn't delay any more Colossus because it got sniped, so that was kind of big. But
yeah, definitely.
the thing that's really good about Ryung's play is, if you see when he plays, he never does really risky things. He plays very safe, and he only like does stuff if he's almost sure he's gonna come out on top after it. So yeah, just very smart play.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I mean, Ryung has a pretty marauder-heavy force. Is there anything that you're thinking like to try and account for that, or?
Honestly, Ryung is a really good comp right now because he has enough Marines that if I make too many Zealots for the Marauders, they'll die. And same goes to Stalker Marines. So yeah, his army's pretty good. Right here, I do not want to engage because my Colossi and Templar were lacking behind.
Yeah.
So I would have just literally died if I attacked him there. So right now, while I was only doing that to get his army away so I could try to cancel his support.
Got it.
It wasn't, I didn't actually want to attack, I just wanted to cancel his support. So now I'd say I'm a little bit ahead in this game, but not very much, because in max out fights, the Terran army is stronger than Protoss, but the thing is that Protoss can remake his army much easier than Terran can. If that makes sense. Like 20 ghosts is very expensive.
Yeah, and it takes a little bit more time also to actually get those units out and into like that immediate after fight where there's like barely any units left over.
So here I have some pylons around the map. It's just so I can like backstab DTs and stuff. Like if some players only make like one turret at their planetary, you can actually snipe it and then kill off stuff.
Oh yeah.
And this is very good defense from Ryung here. Because if they don't do this, I like to War Prism, drop their main with Zealot DT. But I couldn't. Because he had like 5 turrets in a Widow Miner.
I think he even managed to, like, he had his Vikings positioned up between the gold expansions and sniped off a War Prism. I was trying to head that way earlier. Yeah,
that was actually very smart from him, because he had a Marine down here, and he had the Watchtower, so he knew my army wasn't coming. So there's no hurt in putting your Vikings there, so it's very smart.
Yeah, definitely. Now, you actually start killing off a couple of your Zealots over here. Were you just trying to, like, replenish the supply with something else?
Yeah, Zealots die insanely fast against Terran units, so especially like with Ghosts and EMP. So you want more stuff like Archons or like Colossi, Immortals, Tempests.
Yeah, cool. Now, the other thing is Tempests. It's sort of interesting to see that because they're not exactly like super cost effective in the actual engagement. Like they are the highest DPS units, but they obviously have a nice range. So how do you look to try and abuse that in these kind of like control-oriented fights?
Okay, a few things. One, actually, almost every Korean Protoss will go Tempest late game for a few reasons. One, you can siege planetaries. Two, it kind of makes Terran have to fight you because they can't let you just siege them all day with Tempest, so it's very good. And thirdly, they either need more Vikings, which means less ground army, or they need to pick which one to aim. Like, do I aim the Colossi in the fight, or do I aim the Tempest? Yeah.
Okay, totally fair. And then we ended up just seeing actually a big engagement go down over there. So how were you feeling after that? I mean, you lost all of your Colossus. You had to work your High Temples and Archons.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty good trade. But because Terran Army, like I said, it's harder to get. Like, but the thing is, I actually just dropped a ton of units here to force his army there while I move here to try to snipe one of these bases. So that was my whole plan with the dropship.
Yeah, and you managed to get a really nice snipe off on this planetary fortress. Is there a reason why you don't have like another Mothership Core out on the map, or is that just
just forgot. Right.
Yeah.
I think I remake it after.
Okay, that's fair. And then we end up seeing Ryung, he grabs this gold expansion, and now he has basically like 3 expansions that he's kind of trying to mine from.
Yeah.
Are you at all concerned about like not being able to kill off or harass all of them?
Well, like right here, I pretty much make that expansion non-mineable for now. Then I use the Tempests here. I probably, like, I thought I had a really good position right here. but I shouldn't have attacked into this. Like, I should have won this game from that spot, but I got very impatient, so.
Yeah.
It's quite sad. Even right here, I should still probably win if you look at the banks with the army supply. But, yeah. I just really misplayed it. He played really well, so.
Yeah, he definitely did. I'm kind of curious, is there a reason why you like take this gold expansion so much later on? Is that again just kind of down to it's so close to the Terran army, like being able to drop and everything?
It's the Widow Mine factor too. They just make a Widow Mine field, and if they drop here, you have to attack into that field of Widow Mine. So.
Gotcha.
So that was actually a pretty good trade for me, because he was gonna slay my Colossi, but I moved them back while I killed the Planetary. So.
Yeah.
I like what he does, how he puts a Planetary right there. It makes it very hard, because I can't attack him here because he's just gonna kite to the Planetary. Yeah.
Tossing out the compliments. But yeah, like it's a really interesting position when you're kind of those max out versus max out army fights, and you guys are just kind of playing the positioning game. What do you do when you're in like this sort of situation over here, where like Ryung has a small little force taking out this bottom left-hand expansion? Which is,
honestly, I should have. If I had like any supply left, I would have warped in some DTs, but I didn't, sadly. Yeah. Yeah. I still have the gold though, so that's not too bad. But yeah, I see like Protoss doesn't have much gas, which is the problem here. This fight, it was okay. I got a good storm on the Vikings. I thought I could have won actually after this, but I thought I was gonna crack him here, but actually he barely ended up surviving. Now that I look at it, if I sent a DT or two right here, I probably could have killed this base or done a ton of damage while attacking here.
Yeah, this was like a really, really close engagement where like you were warping in units, and then he'd have a wave of reinforcements come in, and then you would warp in more zealots, and then he'd have a reinforcement wave. And I think at the very end you managed to like finally reestablish that bottom left-hand expansion. But when you're in like these kind of like traded army scenarios, do you feel like better about being able to reinforce with like pure zealots and high templars?
The problem is that you'll see it soon. So I was ahead in supply by quite a bit, but Widow Mines, since I was zealot heavy, Widow Mines just completely killed me. What can I say? It's Terran. For that.
It's pretty scary right now, man.
Terran's scary race.
Yeah, but you're also actually mixing in a couple of these Colossus, and again, like I think you kind of already mentioned it before, like you have some gas mining. You actually have like a decent amount of gas mining. You have like 5 or 6 gas guys who's actually mining, as well as the gold expansion. You're a little bit lower on the mineral income, I think. So is there like a reason why you've halted, say, like Colossus production in favor like of observers right now and everything?
Yeah, ghosts.
Oh yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, so basically the problem right here is that he's mining much more than I am now, I think. And obviously Widow Minefield, not exactly greatest thing to attack into. See, this is the kind of problem I was saying with the gold.
Yeah.
So when I went, and then this happened. Widow Mines killed all my zealots.
Oh man. Once your zealots are gone, you basically have nothing to tank or buffer for the Colossus, even without the many Vikings over there.
Yeah.
And hashtag Terran.
Terran's David Kim's watching, please. There.
Well, it looks like you almost managed to muster up the units, and it was a kind of close engagement. But I think that you were saying like Ryung kind of had a lot of mining still going on. Like he still had that gold expansion relatively fresh. He had a lot of kills left over. You couldn't take that bottom or bottom center.
Yeah, actually though, right now my 2 zealots killed that, and then he only had about 5 mining here, and then about 3 mining. And he only had about 15 SCBs. So he was actually like, if he didn't kill me, he would have probably died, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was a really close ending for the most part.
Yeah.
But did you have any other thoughts about the game?
Yeah, there is definitely some things I could have done better. Like, right here, when I thought I won, I just flooded with charge lots.
Oh, yeah.
But if I played safe, I could have just got, like, Colossi and, like, some Tempests and stuff. But I used all my money bank on charge lots, so it really wasn't very smart. Because I thought I could have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Widow Mines. Say.
Those Widow Mines in the center, man.
Yeah.
You were talking about them for a while, but we kind of got to see a little bit of a Zealot massacre there toward the end. But that is going to be it for the Protoss versus Terran. We're going to be jumping into the final game for analysis. Is going to be the Protoss versus Protoss. So don't get anywhere, guys. We're going to be back in a couple seconds. Hey guys, welcome back to the final little segment of the analysis section as we jump into the Protoss versus Protoss with Prometheus Gaming's NaYa. NaYa, let's go ahead and get started and let us know what you think about this PvP versus Clarity Gaming's Poo.
Alright, so firstly, Protoss can't make Widow Mines, so it's already good. It's a good matchup already.
I know you were not too happy about that in the Protoss versus Terran segment.
Yes. If it wasn't Ryung, I probably would have raged. That would have been like terrible.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, what are you thinking about PvP? Like, what's kind of common these days? What are you doing usually in PvP these days?
So in PvP, common, I guess, I think everything's common in PvP. Because it's all just diverse builds, but they all work very well against certain other builds, so it's kind of a guessing game. Personally, it's kind of risky to do, so I really love Stargate play, yeah? But I think stuff like, for example, let's say Fast Expand, or especially like a 4-gate blink is very good against it. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
But I do it like 90% of my games in PvP.
Yeah, it's totally fair. It's always fun to see. But really quickly, actually, Clarity Gaming's Poo actually opens up with like, I think it was a 10 or 11 a gate? 10,
yeah.
10 gate.
So basically my thought process, I went fast 2-gate for Stalkers because many people, they like to go Phoenix on this map.
Yeah.
So Stalker pressure is very, very good against Phoenix. So that's why I did this. But also, this build actually hard counters 10 gate. Not hard counter, but I mean, like, if you play it right, you should live. Yeah. So this probe scout, I was like, huh, that's a little early.
So at this point, are you getting a little bit suspicious? You're just gonna look around and your stalkers are pretty much a normal like stalker pushouts, I guess.
Okay, so my stalker, I made it almost when the gateway was done, or cyber was done.
Yeah.
And it's only right here. So that his stalker traveled more, meaning he had to have a gateway that was earlier than mine. Mine was at normal time, so I was just like,
yeah,
something's up. That's why, if you see here, when you go stalker pressure, you always chrono the stalkers, but once I saw that, I chronoed my warp gate instead.
Oh. Interesting, okay. Because you know that you're going to have like a slight unit lead until the first warp in. So you want to get your warp ins up as soon as possible. That makes sense.
Also with the mothership core, I knew I'd have the photon as long as I wasn't bad and lost it. So I knew I could just do that. Yeah. And then here, what he does is kind of smart. He goes here so he can't get force fielded out, and he can keep like warping units to try to kill me after.
I see. Now you're actually getting up a Stargate during the midst of all this. What is prompting you to get a Stargate up while you have like literally stalkers in your base?
Yeah. So two things. If I go Stargate, I'm confident I can hold this. So if I hold this, Stargate is very good to have for Oracle or just anything. It's a tech building, and I actually have a counter pylon for Zelda.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually used my probes here, and I only made them like touch them, so the stalkers got a shot or two on them. So my units had a buffer for a bit, but I didn't lose too many probes. So now we're equal on workers, Except I have a bigger army and I have better tech, so.
I see. Oh, that's actually really cool how that ends up working out. And Zealot Harassment, you go in, and unfortunately, I think you managed to kill off like one probe. And, like,
yeah. See, the thing is, if he kept warping in here, I had a sentry, so I could have cut his army in half, killed it, and then I could have warped in like 3 zealots when he had no warp gate, like to warp in units, and it could have killed a lot. So it was worth a try.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's hard to be tempted, like not to be tempted to do that when you have a proxy pylon in their base.
Yeah. So this Oracle doesn't do much. It was good defense by him, but he also actually went for an Oracle too. So we're both going Stargate. But the thing is, he doesn't know. Right? I'm right. Yeah, he doesn't know I went Stargate till then, so he couldn't put his expansion down. But I knew I had a tech lead. I knew he couldn't have had tech down that fast, so I knew I was safe to put that down.
I see. Yeah, cool. So I also want to ask you a little bit about, like, I guess the Phoenix production. So you are producing the Phoenix. Your opponent really isn't producing Phoenix. Yeah.
Okay, so if you pause, or I pause, I had the earlier Stargate, right? And I scouted his Stargate when something was building, but nothing was out. So if it went into Phoenix Wars, I would have had maybe 1 or 2 Phoenix higher. So that's why I made. But when I put this Oracle here, it was really just a test. I wanted to see if he had any Phoenix, because if he did, he would have went to kill this with it.
I see, yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't, meaning I knew I would stop at like 3 or 4 just to do harassment because he wasn't making any.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense.
But don't be like fooled, this game is actually very even. I just have a very small lead right now.
Now, one thing that I do have to note is that, I mean, you're saying that's even, but you're also like a solid, like, at least for a little bit, I think you're alternating between like 5 to like 7 probes ahead or something. Do you feel like that's not too big of a deal then?
Right now, I'm only 3 probes ahead, and now 1 probe ahead. The thing is, when you're on 2 in PvP, you can catch up very easily in workers because you don't need that many. Just simply put, because because in PvP, if you lose 1 engagement badly, the game's over.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
So right here, I got his mothership core, which is actually bigger than it seems. You think like, oh, you know, 100. It's not that expensive, but time warps are very valuable in PvP fights. So he's gonna have to restock his energy now because I killed him.
Yeah, and I actually just want to touch upon like your army composition, which is just like an enormous number of immortals and the zealots, and then the 2 sentries that you have from earlier on in the game.
Yep. So basically, I took my 3rd really fast, and I saw no 3rd from him, right?
Yeah.
So if you go Colossi with a fast 3rd, and they 2-base all in you, you can die, even if you're really ahead. But if you go Zealot Immortal Archon, you have a huge army with it too, because obviously they're cheaper units. So that is why I went Zealot Immortal Archon, just because it can deal with all ends. Going Colossus that early off a 3rd base is too risky. If I wanted to go Colossi, I'd have to stay on 2 base a bit longer, like he did.
Yeah. Are you actually concerned at all that because you were producing Immortals when he was producing a Colossus initially, so you're in a sense a little bit further behind in terms of Colossus production? Are you concerned about like falling too far behind, or like missing a timing where basically you have more Immortals, but he just has like way more Colossus?
I'm not, because so if you look, his 2nd robo pretty much just got up, and I scouted that. My 2 robos have been up for a bit, so I'm gonna catch up pretty fast. And the thing is, I have a bigger army right now, so I have 2 choices. One, I can just sit back and I can wait, because you know in PvP you're only supposed to go a Colossi. So it's very easy to catch up because he can't attack me because my army is bigger. He'll die if he attacks me. So I know I'll have the time. And the other thing I could have done was I could have just added maybe up to 10 to 12 gates, and I could have went for a huge attack at his 3rd that in this case it would have killed him, but I didn't.
Yeah, actually, the gateway count is something interesting to know. You're literally sitting on 3 gateways.
Yeah. To be honest, I forgot to add it up to 6 for a bit.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I think you just continued to like tried to do like the War Prism harassment and kind of poke in with the Phoenix. Are you looking for or scouting for anything specifically at this point in the game?
No, I know he's going Colossi, and I know I'm a bit ahead, especially because my third was faster.
Yeah.
So the only thing I had on my mind was just attack when you're max, because he shouldn't be max, because I'm a little ahead. But the one thing he has on me, his upgrade is very ahead of mine, which is not good. He's a whole upgrade ahead of me, so.
Yeah. Now, I'm always kind of curious, because I sometimes see Protoss players like +1 weapons, pretty much what we always end up seeing in PvP first. And then I see some Protoss players, they go for +2 weapons, and then some go for +1 armor. Is there a reason why?
I've never seen in PvP Pro someone go armor first.
Oh no, not armor first. I guess armor before. Well, actually, hold that thought. As we have kind of like a big engagement.
Yeah. So in this engagement, I flanked with the War Prism. You always want to just go with Celts because of how fast they come in and stuff. And so basically, to get back to what you were saying, you always go attack because. So let's say in PvP, if someone's 3-3 and I'm 3-0, I can still win the engagement. Armor matters very, very, very little in PvP. It's all about your attack upgrades. And I'd actually say shields is more important than armor because of Archons.
Oh yeah, it definitely makes sense. And yeah, it especially makes sense to say, like, because I mean, when the Colossus are doing so much damage, armor's not really reducing that much, right? Yeah, cool. If you want to even just like back up like maybe 15 seconds or like 20 seconds or whatever with the B button, if you just hit it like once, then we can actually see that engagement again, because you sort of stopped that engagement. So it'd be awesome if you could actually just kind of explain how exactly it went down. Was it just the War Prism flank that happened there? Or also just like you just had a much better army?
I'll show you right before the. Okay, so. If you see, before the fight, he's choked up in this little area right here.
Oh, yeah.
Which already isn't very good, especially because, let's say he wasn't choked, but even he was at the top. His Stalkers and Zealots would have a long time to get through here. Like my Colossi will already be killing them. That's the first thing. The second thing, he has 6 Archons, and I have 6, so it's pretty even. But then... If you look, we're both pretty even costs. I think he might have one more.
I think it's 1 or 9 to 8 or something. Yeah.
But the difference is, he went straight to Colossi. He has literally 1 Immortal, I believe. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And Immortals are really good against Colossi. If you didn't know
that. Yeah, they're kind of amazing.
Yeah, so that made a huge difference. And the thing is, like I said, I attacked when I was maxed, right? If you look at our banks, he can't do a huge 20 supply warp in like I can.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so if we go here, you see I'm positioning so that my army isn't clumped. Puts down a really nice time warp to start. And then from here, see, this is where I use the warp in. See, he's warping in 4 Zealots, I'm warping in about 20.
I see. Yeah. And that also keeps like the Archons occupied and lets your Colossus just, and like your Immortals and everything get right on top of the Colossus, right?
Yeah. And then here, the only thing I really messed up on was my Mothership Core shipping closer to time.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Awesome. Well, did you have any other thoughts about the game?
Widow mines are imbalanced.
Alright, did you have any other thoughts about the PvP that we just saw?
Good thing Protoss can't make Widow mines.
Okay. Well, guys, that is actually going to be it for the analysis segment. So we're going to be jumping into the arcade segment. Please don't go anywhere. We will be right back, and then we'll be closing up the show. And be sure also, I'm going to be passing out links over in the Twitch chat if you're watching this live on Twitch, or just down below the video if you want to actually check out any of the, Prometheus Gaming's NaYa. I almost said Core Gaming's NaYa. It just rolls off the tongue, man. But yeah, if you want to check out Prometheus Gaming's NaYa, please go ahead and check out all those links that will be posted in the Twitch chat or just down below the YouTube video. But we're going to be jumping to the arcade segment, so don't go anywhere. Hello everyone. Welcome to Breaking Out, the show by North American StarCraft 2 players that you need to know about. Today on the show, we're going to be jumping into the awesome day on Breaking Out with, of course, NaYa from Prometheus Gaming. So let's go ahead and jump into the awesome gaming segment. How is everyone doing today? We'll start with, obviously, NaYa, as your head is very far below your camera.
I'm tired, and yeah.
Awesome! Woo!
Yeah.
And we have Boisterous SC2. How are you doing today, man?
You introduced me in the middle, Fear Dragon. I'm
Of
leaving.
course, intentionally. Well, you were the next
I'm
loudest
very
person.
upset right now.
You were the next
But-
loudest person.
All right, fair point.
Bronze trash.
And Salil, how you doing today, man?
I'm doing good. Saw the Smash Direct. Made music today. I feel good.
Dude, that sounds pretty good. Really quickly, actually, NaYa, could you actually point your webcam down just a tad? I think it actually just got moved or something earlier on.
Sad sister.
Nah, he just slowly slouches.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Some of the course of this video, you're just gonna see him go like.
Oh god. Well, anyways, guys, we're going to be jumping into pure CTF once again, so hopefully you guys are going to be enjoying this segment, as it's going to be a 2v2. The teams are going to be myself and NaYa, the player for the highlight player of the week, versus team Boisterous Dulk.
No, dude, our team
Dulkerous?
name is team. No, it's Team Sex Party.
Yep.
Alright, Team Sex Party.
That wins.
Sex Party that wins.
Yes.
All right, solid team name, Delk. Let's go.
Let's do this.
Alright, well, let's go ahead and get started. Gentlemen, are you ready?
Yes.
how old is Boisterous?
Wait, sorry, could you repeat that?
How old is Boisterous?
Oh man, dude, you're super quiet now.
How
I think he's
old-
asking how old I am, and I'm not gonna reveal that.
Alright, getting started
Part of my
in
power.
Let's get
3, 2, 1,
Secret.
play!
Dulk's like 15.
stop it.
Alright,
Who it is.
so you have to blink out of the starting area. You have to blink out of the starting area, yeah, with W.
All right, I won. I
Q
won.
is a force field, and those are shots, yeah. It's pure CTF, that's pretty much it. Oh, shoot. Alright. Let's go. Remember, friendly fire is on.
Okay.
What? How did that not hit you?
I don't know.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Snipe! Damn it!
Oh god.
Delk, you didn't pick it up. Oh, Delk. Oh! Oh.
That was so weird. It didn't pick it up. I walked right by it.
I know, dude. Oh god, I know.
Oh god. Oh wow. Yes.
Alright.
God,
is
it
everyone?
feels bad dying to bronze trash.
Wow, you're really being angry about the bronze trash
He
thing.
is not happy about this.
But this is-
He's not
this is-
happy about having no skill.
Oh my god.
Being a Protoss player.
Protoss-
Boom!
just being a punk bitch like 4 gates all day.
Hey,
Oh man,
That's
snipe both of you.
Snipe 4 gate is destiny. It's on all 13.
Oh my god, I am on fire right now. Oh my god, I am just murdering you guys.
Shoot. Just still can't get the flag, Fear Dragon.
Oh shoot. Alright. Okay, so by the way, NaYa, there are teleporters behind each one of the flags.
Oh, okay.
What? How did that hit me?
Wow.
I don't know.
This
I'm
is
not
so
kidding.
dumb.
Oh my god, grab the flag, you son of a whore! Grab the fucking flag. God.
Oh, okay. That was solid, Dolk. That was solid, Dolk.
We played Micro Arena.
Dude, Micro Arena is nothing in terms of skill compared to this game.
It's true. Just right.
You missed.
Or did I?
Didn't miss. Well, Fear Dragon, empirically, you did miss your laser.
Empirically.
You tried to shoot me with it, and I can prove that you did not hit me. I have the replay.
No, no! Oh my god! That was solid. That was solid.
Get wrecked.
Force field the teleporter! Hey, Dalek, you wanna do something, man?
Hey, homie,
Yeah,
tell
but
me.
it's just like stopped on me.
Have a flag.
Oh my god, Dalek!
He
Dalek,
did
that
something.
was
He
not
did
what I
something.
meant by do something. I did not mean to shoot me.
Go, go, go!
Wait, where did I plant this? Where do you put the flag? Is it on here?
I think you put the flag. No, you put it where your flag is, NaYa.
Oh,
It's like every other game of capture the flag in the world. Literally every
Oh
other
my god, please. Yes, okay. 1-0. 1-0. By the way, this obviously goes until the timer is up. Where am I? Did I die? Oh shoot, I died.
should be easy. Feel bad for Dawn.
Flag drop.
On his team.
Flag return.
Easy.
I feel like I want to punch Dinah. Just not cheap. I'm not convinced.
Aw.
Oh,
Oh man. I am loving the laser today.
To be fair, Dalek has probably killed me. Quite a bit.
Started off by killing me, bro.
Yeah, I know, Dalek. That's like the greeting of pure CTF. You don't kill people once the match is actually rolling. That's just
Flag
barbary.
return.
Alright, alright. Dude, boisterous. Why don't you want to fight? Ah!
Flag.
Oh, damn it. I should have just dropped the flag and thrown a fucking grenade.
I know, right?
I was so committed, though, Fear Dragon. I was so utterly committed. Walks right into that one.
Shit. I forgot that.
Oh my god, yes! Got him! Oh!
Flag return.
Ah, damn it. Seriously? Ah, shoot, that was solid. That was solid, Dolk.
It's gotten very quiet.
Oh my god. Dude, it's such a laser intensive match with only 4 people.
Guys, this is not PvP. We're not supposed to be making Colossi and just having lasers all the time.
We're not we're making Marines and having lasers all the time. Even better.
Dude, PvP is all about the lasers.
no, there's not gonna be any more PvPs.
Ah, shoot.
I just want to say, Dalek, you almost shot me in the face.
But
I
he didn't.
stopped it with one of my own bullets. Oh, Dalek, I'm gonna need some backup, man. Gonna need some serious backup. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I hit the mini map, and my screen just like randomly jumped to the corner of the screen or the map.
By the way, how do you use that laser thing?
It's R. R.
Oh god. There you go. Alright, help me while I steal the flag.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh god, I hit the teleporter.
Okay.
Did not mean to hit the teleporter.
Oh jeez, I walked into that.
Oh god, this is good.
You could drop the flag, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, with a T.
Oh, I didn't know that. See? There's always a reason Bushers kill me. The ninjas.
Ah! Oh god, I just died. Friendly fire.
Wow, I think I just walked into that. Oh gosh. By the way, your mic's really quiet.
Everyone's mic is really quiet except for me and Fear Dragon.
That would be 2 people, Boisterous.
Yep. Well, Fear Dragon, I'm sure that there are a lot of other people out there in the world with quiet mics versus people with actual mics.
Wow, so they're not even actual mics?
Nope. Dude, look at Nelk. He has to hold it up if he wants to talk well. Alright? You don't have to hold the microphone. Doesn't make any sense.
Ah, dude, no, you killed me!
Oh god.
Oh.
Alright, I killed
Nelk, really? Really?
both. Good.
Killed everyone and took the flag.
I'm not sure if I'm the one handicapping Dolph.
Flag returned.
Not sure if that's the way this team's working out.
Alright.
Oh god, that was close.
Flag.
Nope.
Oh my.
Don't worry, I got it now.
This is not good. As long as they don't get it, they'll be like, that's all that matters. Tell Boisterous is bronze trash. Oh god.
Can't touch
I
this.
wish there was like a
Nah, nah, nah.
scoreboard of kills.
Can't
So I
touch
could
this.
see.
Alright, cool. Master Dog keeps dying.
Oh!
Oh god.
Oh, boom.
Flag.
2-0, son.
Easy.
Dude, I'm telling you guys, the players are always like really good at this game naturally.
Really?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
players like almost always win.
No, dude, red team always wins. You're dirty reds.
Lies.
You're
Bronze.
No,
filthy,
there was a-
filthy reds.
There have been 2 times that I did not win on red team. Because I'm always on red team.
Flag returned.
You have to actually like right click the bottom of it. You can't just press the top. That's stupid.
You don't have to.
You're stupid.
You can't click on the flag. You have to like run over it.
Yeah, you have to like stay on top of the flag for a second.
Oh god.
Dalk, you
Wait a
suck.
second, why do you have our flag?
Dalk, you couldn't hold him off
Yeah.
for like 6 seconds.
Flag.
Come on, dude. Come
Get
on.
out of here!
Dog,
Dude, this is like cleanup crew.
Let's go.
God
Oh man.
15. Flag returned. 13.
Alright,
11.
let's take the flag one more time.
9. 8. 7.
Ah, damn it! I knew that was coming. I saw the minimap.
Spawn grenade.
I saw the minimap and I was like, oh, I should not go through it.
Yeah. The Fear Dragon was ready to go.
Oh man. Alright. Well, guys, that is going to be it for the arcade segment. So we're going to bring it back to NaYa and myself as we wrap up the show. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Hey, guys. Welcome back. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that arcade segment with Prometheus Gaming's NaYa. And, of course, we had Master Dalk as well as Boisterous SC2 on for that pure CTF fun. And once again, the players win. Players almost always seem to win, man. It's that natural talent. Pretty sure, I think you were saying something like how, well, if StarCraft's like one of the hardest things you can do, then why wouldn't you be amazing at everything, right?
Exactly. Unless you're Terran. If you know how to make Widow Mines, you might not be good at other stuff.
Alright then. Well, it's a good thing that there's only EJK as the Terran player in this tournament.
Yeah, he's easy.
For those of you guys who don't know, they are actually former teammates on Core Gaming. But with that being said, NaYa, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on, but we're actually wrapping up the show, so did you want to give any shout-outs? Where can people find you at?
So you can find me at Twitter at NaYa_SC2. And you can find me on Facebook.com/NaYaSC2.
Keep it simple, man. I like it.
Yeah. Other than that, thank you to Prometheus Gaming. And to everyone that supports me, I guess.
All right. Yeah. Awesome. Sweet and short. I like it. But guys, go ahead and check out NaYa from Prometheus Gaming. All the links that he was just talking about will be over in the Twitch chat right now. If you just go ahead and hop over to the Twitch live stream if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on youtube.com/feardragon64, you can catch all of the VODs over there, by the way. But you can also catch all the links that NaYa was just talking about just down below the video. So please go ahead and check those out. Give him a follow on Twitch and Twitter, etc. But with that being said, guys, that is actually going to be it for the show. I do want to actually say that this is the final Breaking Out show of Season 2. So, I mean, wow, the season kind of flew by really quickly. The next thing on the docket is going to be the Breakout Invitational. More information about that is going to be released very, very soon. I actually have the groups already ready. It's all set to go and ready to be announced. But we're just kind of ironing out and making sure that everyone is confirmed the schedules and everything for what game or what day they're going to be playing. And we have a ton of really exciting stuff, guys. So be sure to tune in for that. It's actually going to be on May 16th, May 17th, and May 18th. It's going to be a ton of fun. I actually have extra content out the wazoo prepared for this one. And if you have any feedback about the first invitational, please feel free to let me know. And if you actually want to donate to the prize pool for the first or for the second invitational that's going to be coming up, you can go ahead and click that Breaking Out logo that's just down below the video. Not the one that's down here below on the overlay, but like down below on twitch.tv/feardragon64. If you go click the Breaking Out logo, you can donate directly to the prize pool. The prize pool, it goes and distributes even all the way like to every single player from first place to to 8th place. So basically, you're getting a big donation that goes directly to the players. Completely to the players. And yeah, that's actually going to be it. So, I mean, NaYa, you get to actually close out the final show for Season 2. Do you have any kind of closing words you want to do?
If David Cam is watching, I made something. You see it? Wait,
I actually can't. It's super duper grainy. What does it say?
it says, DCam, please nerf mine.
That is going to be the closing statement for Season 2.
Please, David Kim, if you're watching, please.
Alright.
Because of you.
Guys, go post on the BlizzardBattle.net forums, please. David Kim, Nerf Widow Mines. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been an absolutely wonderful Season 2 of Breaking Out. I am looking forward to seeing you guys all in the Breakout Invitational Finals and the semifinals and the group stages. It's going to be a ton of fun, guys. Be on the lookout for that thread, and hope to see you all soon. Take care.